Hello there, folks. Welcome to another round of Modern. We have Chris Bryman on Bant Blink, aka Spike Brew number 103, versus Nick Urban on Mono Red Saga Burn. They're gonna resolve their dice rolls. I usually cut this part out. I did this 2 rounds in a row now, where I forgot to do it. So I'm just gonna talk into the microphone about random things.
Good luck.
I love this deck. This Bant deck, I love it. I'm like actively watching Spike play it, and I'm like, man, I want to play this. I've been playing nothing but 4-color for the last like 2-3 months. Let me tell you, I enjoy that deck. I think I'd rather cast Coco right now. Chris is mulling to 6. Nick, I think he's just keeping a hand at 7. Nick's deck is interesting too. I've known him only to be an aggro player, so he has combined aggro cards with Urza Saga to try and go even more aggro. He's trying to go wide, but also tall at the same time. And I'll be honest with you, it's a cool deck. When he had first said Mono Red Saga Burn, I was like, what the f are we doing with Saga and Burn? But having seen it, it's cool. He's got Bomat Couriers in the deck. He's got Urza, to help buff the Saga. He can also get it off of Saga, which is honestly pretty cute. Shadow Spear, normal artifacts. I don't know if he's playing Mistress Bauble. He's got Dragon Trade Channelers in there. I know he's playing Shrapnel Blast, Galvanic Iteration. That reminds me, I'm supposed to look for a Galvanic Iteration. What the hell's the name of that card? Galvanic Blast. Shrapnel Blast. There's a Ragavan coming down. Oh, Experimental Synthesizer. I was like, what the hell's the name of that artifact? Alright, Chris is going to lead on a Snowcover Forest into a Noble Hierarch.
Combat. Sure.
Nick's going to tackle that Ragavan. Chris is just going to block. There's a Prismatic Vista.
I'll fetch.
Fetching down to 19. Gotta go get a basic mountain. I need to switch my wash over. The musings of a man.
Sure.
Very tired. There's a Voldaeon Epicure and a Dragon's Rage Chandler coming in. Voldaeon Epicure, if you do not know, is a common from Crimson Vow. Each opponent takes 1 damage and you make a blood token. It might be target opponent.
Back to you.
But your opponent takes the damage. So Chris is at 19. There's a Snow-Covered Plains. There's a Wall of Blossoms. He's going to draw a card here.
Go ahead.
Typically this deck plays 6 walls, 4 Wall of Omens, 2 Wall of Blossoms. They all block, they all draw a card, they all have Defender.
Combat. Sure.
If you want to be spicy, you could play that Arcades card and try to attack with them. I don't think it's good though.
Take 2.
Wall's going to block that Ragavan. It's going to take 2 here, potentially more. Nick is tapping for mana.
Bolt here.
He's going to bolt the wall, get a Surveil trigger.
Leave it on top. Okay. So take 2.
A wall was going to gum up Ragavan for the rest of his days. However, that wall has been set on fire.
Saga.
There's an Urza Saga.
Go ahead.
Also, the Epicure is cute with Saga because, like, you make artifacts and it grows your construct. Shocks in a Hallowed Fountain going to 15.
Is that 2 for the wall?
Plays a Wall of Blossoms, draws a card. Leaving up Ephemerate mana in case Nick tries to do some funny business, but also Chris can, evoke a Solitude, then Ephemerate the Solitude. Which can be a blowout in certain situations.
Fetch.
Fetches here, that Saga should be on 2. So I believe that gets corrected in a couple seconds. I think Chris notices it.
Sorry, it's on 2, right? Yes.
Go. Indicates Saga should be on 2.
Shadow Speed.
Plays out a Shadow Spear. Get a Surveil trigger. I do like Saga decks that have Dragon's Rage Channeler in it. For a little while in Legacy, there was a blue-red Delver-esque Saga deck that honestly was pretty sweet and a lot of fun to play. Ragavan's going to attack, the wall's going to jump in front of it.
No effects.
Or
2 damage.
Vice versa.
13. Back
I
to
don't know how much jumping that wall is doing, but... Nick does have the mana to create a construct.
Tap for the Hierarch.
There's a Noble Hierarch. I've seen Eternal Witness in this hand, too.
end your turn. I will make a construct.
Now, part of the whole allure of this deck is that you can take infinite turns with Eternal Witness, Time Warp, and Ephemerate, or Soul Herder, Time Warp, and Eternal Witness.
Make a
Alright, there's another
construct.
construct coming out. It'll be a 4/4. Saga trigger will pop, meaning he'll go get an artifact, making the constructs into 5/5s. Does he have the white card to pitch to Solitude that's besides Ephemerate? I see Ephemerate, Solitude, Eternal Witness, and a land? Chris, I think, is playing Spike's list to the T. I don't remember seeing anything different.
Let's get the land over there. I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
Bomat trigger.
Sure.
Alright, attacks that Bowmat Courier, gonna get a trigger here. Alright, so we are coming in for a good amount of damage. The squad has been sent. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, assuming it doesn't have Delirium. Don't think he does, because the Saga popped. I feel like I remember him just having land enchantment for a while in this game.
Block the construct. No blocks in the rest.
Okay. You can go to damage.
So 3, 5, 6, 7.
This is still a 1/1. Yeah, I have enchantment land instant.
Oh, it's all lands. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so 5.
5. All right. So go to 8.
Wall dies. Top card. Make a trigger.
Alright, Rag Rancher is going to reveal Windswept Teeth. A coworker texted me, I missed it. I believe the wall blocked.
Prevail.
Alright, there is
Light of the Soaking
a light up the stage happening. Into a Soaken's on, into a light up the stage. Getting some surveil triggers along the way.
Back to you.
Eternal fetch.
Revealing a Shrapnel Blast and another light up the stage. Nice. Fetches at Spar's headquarters. Good old Bant Triome. Except it's not a Triome. Because why would the cycle have... why would the cycle match? Why would... Yeah. a Misty Rainforest. Nick appears to be in a or not Nick. Well, Chris appears to be in a bad spot here. All things considered, right? So we see Eternal Witnesses in his hand. He doesn't have a white card he can buy pack for the Solitude Ephemerate game plan. I mean, he can just hard cast Solitude and use the Hierarch as white mana for the Ephemerate. That deals with the constructs. There's still a lot that he has to block out, but it's a lot better because the Shrapnel Blast. No, the Shrapnel Blast makes it rough still.
Get back to Wall Blossoms.
Right, turn it witness, buy back the wall, play the wall.
Trigger.
Picks up a
Pass.
Class Pull Mimic.
Saga? Go to combat?
Sure.
Alright, swings it at the squad. Bomat Courier triggers.
Yeah, I'm done with the Shrapnel Blast.
Okay.
And yep, Chris is just going to scoot up. The Shrapnel Blast being exiled and being able to be cast is also just like super rough from that position. We'll be right back with game 2 in just a second, folks. Bam, right there, just a second. I forgot to pre-cut it.
Misty, I'll fetch for a
Alright,
base.
Misty Rainforest fetching out here. Playing a Noble Hierarch. Wonder if he's shocking? Goes to 19, probably just getting a forest. Yup, getting a basic forest. This deck can do some gross things in sideboard. I was watching Spike's video on last week, I think. And he had a Knight of Autumn that he just kind of kept blinking against Burn and just gaining 4 life, and it's gross. Nick's just going to bolt the Hierarch,
I'll fetch goes to 18.
burn the Noble.
Get a basic.
Doesn't flow quite as well as Bolt the Bird, but going to fetch again.
It's over somewhere.
Getting a Windswept Teeth. Getting a Windswept Teeth. Getting a big snow-covered plains off the Windswept Teeth. Green, white, Eldamri's Call?
Play the Wall Blossoms.
Wall.
Draw a card. Go ahead.
Makes sense. Draws a Misty Rainforest for turn, or for the effect. I wonder if Chris is purposely playing around Blood Moon. I don't think Nick has any moon effects in the board. And I guess against like somebody like Amulet Titan, he could have like a Magus or a Blood Moon and just shave the Urza Sagas out. But typically you don't see Saga and Moon in the same 75. Bit of a non-bow. Yeah, Prismatic Vistas goes to get a basic mountain.
Epicure?
Mountain into a Eldar Epicure. Chris is going to take a point of damage. We're going to get a blood token on the board. Shout out to Nick for having the actual token. It's always appreciated when the players have the actual token. Coming from the guy who exclusively uses like Pokemon cards. But, yeah.
Back to you.
Draws a Collecting Company for turn. Going to fetch with a Misty. Gets that snow-covered island. We now have Bant colors online. And then his second fetch can just go get him a
Token.
Triome, or his fourth fetch. Because of a Deputy Detention, taking away the blood token. Honestly, Deputy Detention is one of those cards in this deck that I love.
Play my mountain.
It's also really good against Saga constructs. Because it's good against every token.
Pirate Spellbomb.
As a Pirate Spellbomb.
Bowmat Courier.
To a Bowmat Courier.
2 to you.
14.
Galvanic Blast targeting Chris, I guess? Yeah, shooting him for 2.
Fetch with Misty. 13.
Like, making good use of this light up the stages. Alright, 4 mana. We're gonna get a main step Coco.
Collect a company.
Yes, indeed we are. Gonna look at the top 6 cards. We're gonna put 2 creatures of CMC 3 or less onto the battlefield. See a Deputy Detention, a Knight of Autumn. Yep, Deputy Knight.
Seems pretty good.
3 cards. Deputy of the Spellbomb.
So Deputy's gonna take the Spellbomb. Knight's probably just either gonna gain 4 life or pop the Bowmat Courier.
17.
I see hands moving. I'm assuming they're going to 17. Yep.
Combat all hit for 1.
Docks in for 1 here, the Deputy. Alright, plays a mountain.
Play Ragman.
Sure.
There goes a Ragavan. Nimble Pilferer.
3.
Some would say the best card in Modern Horizons 2.
Put your hands in my hand. Back to you.
Collect a company. Oh,
Yeah.
Coco number 2 coming out by Chris. Let's see, Ephemerate, Wall, Solitude, Coco. I think it was 3 Ephemerates of Coco, Solitude, and the Wall.
very bad Coco. Right, I'll draw.
Alright, draws a card. Picks up a Knight of Autumn. Coco into Eternal Witness has to feel super good. You just pick up the Coco. Or whatever crazy card you want in your graveyard, but like, you could just pick up a Galactic Company.
Synthesizer.
Get all the value. Alright, Experimental Synthesizer. Synthesizer.
I will play the Bowmat Courier.
Apparently cannot pronounce that word. I tried it earlier when we had Nick on camera in round 1. It did not work. If you don't know what that card does, it when it enters the battlefield or when it leaves the battlefield, it might be a death trigger specifically. You exile the top card of your deck and you may play that card this turn. So, makes land drops. Really good to pop with Shrapnel Blast. You get the draw off of it, basically.
Shrapnel Blast here.
Speaking of
sacrificing
Shrapnel Blast.
Synthesizer.
Sure.
Synthesizer
Alright, they're
trigger.
going to shoot down the Deputy Detention.
Stay exiled.
Exile the Voldaren Epicure with the effect.
Pass back to you.
Misty. Alright, let's try. 3rd time's a charm. Collect a company.
Yeah.
4 mana Coco number 3.
A lot of Cocos.
See a Soul Herder Endurance, a wall. I think it's probably Soul Herder Endurance. It could be Soul Herder Wall if you just want to draw the card. Alright, goes Soul Herder Endurance.
I'll go to Endurance too.
Ooh, Blink Deputy take the Bomat Couriers is a good line right now too. Is then your Soul Herder's just a 4/4?
Go to end step.
Endurance gets rid of the graveyard from Nick in case he draws any Dragon's Rage Channelers.
I'll take the Couriers.
Yep, Deputy just takes those Bomat Couriers and eats them right up.
So 1,
This game
2,
is
3. Yeah.
swinging pretty aggressively into Chris's favor.
Yep. Whenever creatures itself in the battlefield, put a +1/+1.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
pass back to you.
Turn off the 16.
Yeah, I think I have 16 also. I'm not sure why that was one lower. Three Cocos is a lot.
The one got me the wall, but I mean, I think wall is still good in this matchup. So. Untap.
Alright, so we've cast 3 turns worth of Collected Companies. Can he do it again? He has an Eternal Witness. Does he have 7 mana?
Fetch.
He does. That's pretty cool. Could you imagine getting Coco'd 4 times in a row? Like, one of them only hit a wall of them, but still. He's gotten a lot of value out of these Collected Companies.
13.
He's about to get some more, too.
Tap 3, 4. Eternal Witness.
Okay, here's the Ewit.
Witness resolves what's it targeting?
Collected Company.
Yeah.
Buys back Coco.
Cast it.
Cast Coco.
It's good.
It's good.
Burgeon Forge Tender, Soul Herder, Icefang Coatl, Icefang Coatl. It's Forge Tender, Soul Herder. Yeah, I think at this point, the game is like very deliberately Chris's. These Soul Herder blanks are just going to be extremely good value every end step.
I'm going to go to
One of
end
them's already a 4/4.
So, before end step.
Yes.
Pirate's Ball is going to kill.
Here.
Or is it going? Yeah, it's going to target the Burgeon Forge Tender, dealing 2 damage to it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Target.
I'm going to target the Knight of Autumn.
Alright,
And
Soul
the
Herder
Eternal Witness.
number 2 is going to blink the Knight of Autumn,
Okay, so,
and Soul Herder number 1
these
off in the
go
corner
up.
is going to blink something.
I'm going to target the Collected Company, and I'm going to gain 4 life.
The Eternal Witness. Okay.
17. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bolt you.
14.
Alright, there's a lightning bolt. I think if I remember, he just bolted Chris's face. Yeah.
Light up the
Into a light up the stage. Okay, makes sense. Top 2 Galvanic Blast and Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Light RC.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Draw. Company.
I'm gonna respond to that one.
4 mana Coco number 5.
I'm going to respond to that one.
Okay.
In response, Nick is going to
Eternal
Galvanic
Witness,
Blast
draw
the
trigger.
Eternal Witness.
Yep, it's fine now.
Reveals Coatl and Wall. Going to draw 2 cards here.
2 triggers here.
And imagine at this point, Chris is going to start attacking back into Nick.
I'll deputy. I'll take the Darcy.
Plays Deputy, takes Dragon's Rage Channeler.
2 triggers here.
It'll also grow the Soul Herders.
Combat. I'll swing with this.
Attacking in right now for 10 damage. 14 total.
Both sword herders and the endurance are coming at you.
I'll block the bigger one.
Foldarn
Block
jumps
here.
in front of the 7/7.
So you take 7.
And then Nick takes 7 down to 11.
I'll play a breeding pool tapped. I'll go to end step.
Tap the Breeding Pool. Chris says go.
2 triggers. I'll target
Wow.
Knight of Autumn.
Go to end step and then
the wall.
blink triggers.
So 2 triggers. I got 2 counters here. 2 counters here. Draw a card and I gain 4. So 18. Here you go.
What creature type is Soul Herder? Horror? Spirit?
It plays tokens and totally not buying it. Like,
Soul Herder is. It's a spirit. Okay.
pass turn.
Alright, gonna cast a Gigantha here. AKA making a blocker for the massive Soul Herder.
Yeah, I beat my opponent round 3 after the Ruination Tournament.
Play Soul Herder.
There's another Soul Herder coming out here.
I go to combat.
Okay.
Swing. Swing.
Alright, cracks in for a lot of damage. The Ice Fang Coatl gets through. I imagine Gigantha and Agavan are jumping in front of Soul Herders.
So this is 9?
9, yeah. 9, 6, and then the 1/1. Fine.
Double block here.
Okay. I'll take the Giganta.
Double blocks the
Double
6/6.
Yeah. So take 10, you're at 1.
I will go to 1. Live life on edge.
I'll go to end
Takes a
step.
mess of damage and goes down to 1.
Knight of Autumn and Wall of Blossoms. Gain 4 at 22. Draw a card. These guys both got 2. You're good.
Go to the next game.
Alright, Nick is going to scoop it up. Chris is going to take game 2, and we'll be right back with game 3 in just a second. And let's get started with game 3, folks. We're going to have Nick on the play, leading on the... words. Leading off on a mountain. He's shuffling, so he probably prismatic fisted into that mountain. I'm not known for the ability to communicate in English very well. Turn 1, let's play out of Bowmat Courier, attacking for 1, I assume.
Yeah.
Plays a Mystery's Bauble, answers my question about whether or not he plays Bauble.
One pass turn.
Oh, okay.
Draw.
Did not attack. Wanted to draw the card off the Bauble.
Strand. Go.
Which makes sense, because if you know Bowmat Courier does
Yeah.
mandatory exile the top card of your deck when it attacks.
19.
I'm gonna light up the stage.
It's good.
There's a light up the stage. Nick, I think, is looking for a land.
Vista.
Never mind, he had a land. Prismatic Vista. I wonder if he plays the Chandler or if he plays the Epicure here. Probably the Chandler if he has a way to turn Delirium on.
I'm gonna play Darcy.
It's good.
Back to you.
I'll fetch on turn 18.
Alright, Chris is going to fetch. What have we played? We played Bauble, Land,
HQ.
Sorcery. He just needs one more type. Draws an Ice Fang Coatl for turn. Plays a Windswept Heath. He has 2 Coatls, a Solitude, a Wall of Omens.
I'll fetch. Go to 17. We'll get a basic.
That's right, I was supposed to check my Double Master's bulk for Wall of Omens. Not that I really have that much bulk for this set. I didn't buy all that much. I just bought random stuff. But let me tell you, I have a lot of Rampant Groves.
Trigger.
I know that for a fact. And Coiling Oracle. However, that one I'm a little bit more okay with.
I'll play that cure.
So go to
16. Combat.
Epicure is going to enter the battlefield. It's going to do damage, make a blood token, attack it in.
No, but before blocks.
So, okay, yeah, that trigger resolves.
Attack, track, trigger, happens for 4 blocks. I'm gonna bolt you. Surveil trigger.
I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna look Solitude.
Nifty. In the stack of cards I just went through, there is 0
The Darcy.
cards I needed. Fantastic.
19.
There's a bolt.
And
And then the Solitude in response
Surveil trigger.
Surveil trigger.
to the Surveil trigger in order to exile the Dragon 3 Chandler and only give Nick 1 life instead of potentially 3.
You got a 13.
I'll block the
You're gonna
Bowmat.
block that?
Yeah.
Ball's going to block the Bowmat.
5.
A lot. Back to you.
Where's the rest of my Double Master's bulk?
Misty. I'll fetch.
Plays a Misty as a land for turn. Gonna fetch out here. Getting a basic island. The Bant Coco deck plays around Blood Moon super well. Especially in inside board, you have Night of Autumn to blow up the moon. You have Solitude to deal with Magus. There's a Soul Herder.
Go to
Gonna blink that wall. We're gonna draw some cards.
Magnetic. Go ahead.
I meant to check how much the borderless Noble Hierarchs are. Because I apparently don't have Noble Hierarchs anymore. Ugh, they're $20. I can't complain. They're like $10 for regular ones now. This card used to be so much money. I remember getting into Modern when I got into Modern the first time. I wanted to build something with Hierarch, and they were like $60. I was like, never mind,
Bolt Soul Herder?
can't do that. Bolt the Soul Herder.
Play Vista.
Land for turn.
Fetch. 18.
I'm gonna respond to that.
Sure.
That would look Solitude on the book map.
In response to the fetch, evokes a Solitude to exile the Bowmat Courier. That's nice. Meaning those 2 cards are lost forever.
I know. Like I'm like I'm like in like competitive REL. I do shopping instead.
Would you consider that a 2 for 3 then? Since you're losing 2 cards from your hand, but they're losing access to 3 possible cards? Yeah, I guess it would be a 2 for 3. Pretty good exchange rate.
This guy's hilarious.
You evoked another wall that time.
Yeah.
Play Epicure.
Alright, plays out an Epicure. Chris is going to take a damage, go to 11. Nick gets another blood token.
Pass turn.
I'll play a Coddle.
Alright, there's an Ice Fang Coatl.
Draw a card.
I guess I can't do it right.
Go.
Picks a Coco up. If you can find a land, we're back in Coco territory.
Gauge.
Yeah.
Plays a Graph Digger's Cage. Alright. We are no longer in Coco territory. Chris does have a Knight of Autumn, though. That's a Shadow Spear.
Combat.
Yeah.
All Nick needs is an Urza Saga.
Sure.
Alright, Coatl blocks an Epicure. Wall blocks an Epicure.
Pass turn.
I feel like Slam Knight is correct. I can't see the rest of his hand.
Coddle.
Plays another Coatl. Okay.
Go ahead.
Tap. Keep. Draw. Shrapnel Blast. You.
2 mana Shrapnel Blast. Sack the Synthesizer.
Synthesizer trigger.
Puts Chris down to 6. Reveals the Bowmat Courier.
Play Bowmat Courier.
That's good.
Mountain.
Can you cast the Graph or the Bowmat Courier off that? I don't think. What does Graph Digger's Cage say? Does it just say from graveyard or library? Oh gosh, cannot cast cards in graveyards or library. It's interesting that they just didn't include exile in that card effect.
At the bottom. Looking forward.
Alright, at the bottom.
10.
Back to 10.
Gains 4, goes to 10. Does have a deputy to absorb
Equip.
That's good.
the cage.
Combat.
Mhm.
Go for 2.
Puts the Shadow Spear on the Epicure. Attacks in.
We're at 22. 21.
Nick kills the Knight of Autumn.
Epicure.
Yeah.
Plays out another Epicure. Makes another blood token.
Blood token. Wobble.
Yeah.
Wobble you. Pass turn. Wobble.
Goodness.
Finds the 4th land.
Sheesh.
So we have play Deputy, absorb blood tokens. Play Knight, kill the cage. couple different play lines. Alright, gets the snow-covered forest.
Deputy detention.
Alright, plays the deputy.
Take the Graph Digger's Cage.
Takes the Graph Digger's Cage.
Go ahead.
Alright, passes the turn. We have Bolt Shrapnel Blast.
Shrapnel blast you.
We have Shrapnel Blast. Deal 5.
Three.
Puts Chris to 3. Followed by another Shrapnel Blast. That is going to be lethal. And Nick is going to take it 2-1 with Mono Red Saga Burn versus Bant Coco. Thank you for watching, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you.